Hey everybody and welcome. You're probably wondering what is hashtag reflect? What does all this mean? You've seen some stories on Instagram, Facebook. We have this special group of ladies here who have been really putting things out online with hashtag reflect. So I want to read a quote real quick to you, and then we're going to go around and just talk to each one of these special ladies about what this quote means to them. So here we go. Reflect upon your blessings, upon which everyone has plenty, not on your past misfortunes, upon which everyone has a little. This quote was from Charles Dickens. We'll get this out along with the video. So, Kat, let's just go to you first. What does this quote mean to you? And through all the hashtag stories, how are you able to hashtag reflect?
Sure. Thank you so much, Kebie. I love this quote because it reminds me to focus on what I want. So I plant seeds of that instead of what I don't want. So my negative energy, or whatever you want to call it, negative emotion, usually is stress. And I've defaulted to that most of my life. And I used to walk around all the time saying, I'm stressed, I'm stressed, I'm stressed, and then wondered why I continued to be stressed, right? But now what I'm trying to do is to focus on gratitude instead, because gratitude is the antidote for every negative emotion. So if I practice gratitude and I'm grateful for the sky, or living here with my grandparents, or how wonderful our Creator is to us, then I can unwind the negative stress and get back to what's important, planting seeds of gratitude that I'll harvest over the next couple of days. So thank you very
Yeah.
much.
I love that. I love that. And for me, it was about reflecting in the mirror. I did a lot of pictures in the mirror because I believe that whole man in the mirror analogy of that is staring right back at us, right? So we've got to self love. We've got to be focused on us in a positive way, like you said, not go to the negatives. But when we do reflect and we are looking at ourselves, how are we looking at ourselves? Are we being grateful? Are we giving ourselves self-love? Are we going positive, or are we going negative? I love that. Thank you for sharing. So next we're going to go to Linda. Linda, this quote, what does this quote mean to you? And if you need me to spell it back out, I will. Just let me know.
Okay, so what came to mind when I heard this is something that I actually am trying to instill in my kids, and I try to teach, is that we need to be grateful for the blessings that we have right now in our life. There's so many times I hear people saying, I want this, or I need a new car. This car is a piece of crap, or, oh my gosh. I mean, I even heard myself saying it a while ago. Oh my gosh, if I have to do one more dish in my house, I'm going to scream. It's like this never ending thing of doing dishes. However, we can change that and just change it so that we are grateful, so that we are loving on and feeling grateful for having those dishes and having the food that was on those dishes to eat. And so now as I do the dishes, I always think about looking out my window and seeing the beautiful mountains outside, and I reflect on how grateful I am to have that house and the roof over my head. Or if I'm driving my car and I'm thinking about a new vehicle, I think, oh no, I am so grateful for this car. I'm going to take such good care of it. I'm going to clean it. I am going to do all of these things, because we all know that when we take care of things, the things that we have, we will be blessed with so much more. So that's my takeaway.
I love that. And it's like being faithful with the little things, you'll be a ruler over more. And going back to the whole kid thing, I remember reading a book from Joel Osteen, and he was talking about his kids always getting up in the middle of the night, and it aggravated him. Like he was trying to be positive, but he was tired, and they always woke him up. And he had this chapter, and it's so touching because it's like little footsteps. Here they come, those little footsteps, right? And I can so relate because my kids are 11 and 8 now, and I don't hear those footsteps. But it's funny because his wife said, hey, Joel, you better be grateful now because they're not going to snuggle in the bed with you very much longer. You're not going to hear those little footsteps. And so when we reflect back, it's about, yeah, we've got dishes But thank God we got a family to wash dishes for, right? Because some people are lonely. And of course, we need to pray for those folks. But being grateful, I love that. Thank you. That was so moving, Linda. Okay, we're now going to go to Miss Lenore. Lenore, what are your thoughts with this quote? When you hear this quote and as you were doing your hashtag reflect, what does this mean for you?
For me, and I'm sorry, my screen is a little frozen still, but for me, reflecting on the goodness and gratitude and not getting caught up in what may be going on in my world, and to reach out to others. If I'm going through something, I like to reach out to others to assist and to encourage and to love on and support them. And it gets me out of what I'm going through. So, and to reflect on the goodness of God and the blessings that God has bestowed upon me and given me, and just to keep moving forward and to be grateful for the friends, the new friendships, the community, and just being grateful. So that's what it means to me. Hashtag just reflecting on the past and the present, and where I like the direction that I'm going in.
Yes, I love that. And I love how, of course, Kat, Linda, and you and me, we talk about gratitude, but you talked about another powerful tool, and that's just helping others. So when you're down and out or you have a problem, take that focus on someone else and help them, and you're helped in return, right? So I love that. That's a powerful tool you just shared. So with that, we'll just wrap it up and close out. I will read this quote real quick. Again, reflect upon your blessings, upon which everyone has plenty, not on your past misfortunes, upon which everyone has a little. Again, Charles Dickens. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you next week on Monday Motivation.